Copernicus is a very interesting figure. Was not observational astronomer. So Copernicus is not doing observations where he's going out and looking at the sky and looking at the position of the planets or the stars. Copernicus is relying on information taken from or on observations done by, in many cases, Arabic astronomers, in many cases, other medieval astronomers, and his thought, and he doesn't actually have any he doesn't really have any solid backing for this, is that the existing model where where the universe effectively revolves around the Earth, the geocentric model, that can't be right, in essence, because there's a whole list of reasons, but one of his reasons is that the system that everyone accepts at the time is too complicated, and God could not have made it that way.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting. That really is in the face of
Yeah, it's the there. So part of the reason that people do not accept Copernican, so Copernicus puts his book out in 1543, and by 1600, you can count how many people are Copernicans on your hands. There's like nine. It's either seven or nine. And it's not because it's not because the church really cares. They don't actually. The church itself doesn't actually believe in geocentrism. They believe in something called the geo-heliocentric model, which is that the sun revolves around the earth, but everything else revolves around the sun, which makes it actually very complex. And yeah, it's sometimes called the taconic model after Tycho Brahe, who is the real progenitor of it. And but the point is that until Kepler determines that the shapes of the planet's orbit is elliptical and not circular, there's not a really powerful observational reason to prefer Copernicanism over geocentrism or the taconic model. The reason Galileo, during the Galileo affair, the problem is not that Galileo is a Copernican or a heliocentric, believes in heliocentrism. Problem is the problem is, number one, he's trying to use that to reinterpret the Bible, and number two, pretty much every astronomer in Europe agrees with what the church is saying, that your science is wrong. And then the third problem that comes out is that Galileo's proof for the rotation of the Earth is the tides. And that's not true. The tides do not result from the rotation of the Earth. The tides are the result of the position of the moon. And that, by the way, isn't known for another 100 years or so. But so it turns out that this stuff is actually a lot more complicated than we're led to believe.
oh, it really is, isn't it? And it makes sense it would be much more complicated because we're dealing with people, all of the stuff, all of the politics that goes around that we share.
Yeah,
And I think that what we're